Today we're reacting to landscapes of some of the biggest celebrity homes. Now, I've always been curious what landscapes these celebrities end up with when budget is not really a concern. Does all that money translate into great landscape design? Or is it just expensive plants and materials? Today, we're gonna take a closer look and see all the things they got right and maybe some of the things that they ended up getting wrong. Let's take a look.
AD.
Oh, we're starting with Rick Ross here.
I'm your host, the biggest boss, Ricky Rose.
I have beard envy.
Come with me.
Okay, so right here. So we can see that he achieved this look with fake grass and some slabs, some rectangular slabs. One of the things to note about this is that you can achieve this look with a number of materials. Some of those materials include porcelain, travertine, marble, or like cast concrete. And keep in mind that every single one of those materials that I mentioned has different physical properties. Things like porosity, abrasive resistance, coefficient of friction, and compressive strength are all things that play into what material you ultimately choose. And all that means is how well it does with foot traffic, how well it does with moisture, staining, and overall exposure to the outdoor elements.
Super fly. And of course, it's all about the view. You know, that's what stole my heart when I walked into the crib for the very first time. That's all my ocean.
Okay, so a quick note about this right here. I noticed a couple things immediately. Number one is the fake grass in the back. And some of the things that I like about, you know, that fake grass look is number one, no maintenance. I mean, for a house like this, you don't want a landscape crew, a maintenance crew coming in the back with either a large mower or even one of those like push mowers, the rotary mowers or reel mowers coming to take care of the lawn. It gets debris everywhere. So I like that they used this kind of faux grass look. Another thing that I see obviously is the gorgeous view. I mean, you can't deny how beautiful this is. And then just quickly, what I notice is inside the pot here to the right, I noticed some type of palm. To me, it kind of looks like it is possibly like a juvenile Bismarck palm. And if so, I'm not exactly sure what the thought process behind that was. I'm only saying that because Bismarck palms are gorgeous palms, but they're massive. They get to be these monstrous palms. So I'm just curious what the design process behind that was. It could be a fake palm. You know, I'm hoping it is, or it may not even be a Bismarck palm. But based off the color that I see, it has like a silvery color, and the palm texture signifies, at least on first glance, that it looks like a juvenile Bismarck palm.
We actually added 6,000 more square feet to the existing crib. Everything I could imagine, everything I could fathom, everything I do.
Okay, so I'm gonna pause here again. So one of the things that I'm seeing, it's a recurring theme here, is pretty much that faux grass look. Obviously, this is Miami. The faux grass is used a lot. Now, the reason for using it, my professional opinion, is number one, because of the green. It breaks up some of those whites, like that Miami contemporary white, black, you know, white, black, blue kind of look. You add little pops of green. And number two, because of the way that the properties sit in Miami, it comes down to the maintenance aspect of it. Like, are you gonna be getting a mower in and out of that property when you can barely fit a mower, you know, between these properties? So I think that the faux grass look, especially here on the rooftop, is more of an aesthetic thing. I like it because it breaks up. Otherwise, you would just see like a flat white roof. I do like the green rooftops here.
AD 2.0.
Okay, so I'm gonna quickly go back here. Right. Let me see. Right here. So right here, what we're looking at is alocasia. Maybe the black magic variety. This is a special plant here. This is the all purple variety, so I'm assuming that this has to be one of the exotic varieties. It's interesting that they used it indoors. And this looks like a live plant. I would think it's a live plant, but obviously they have it in a position where it gets some sun, but not full all day sun because that'll scorch the leaves. But it goes to what I was talking about, how it ties things together. Obviously, you could see the color here of the couch is like a burgundy reddish, and then you use the plant to tie things together. I'm a huge sucker for this, and I absolutely love the way they did this. So shout out to whoever designed this room. Shout out to whoever designed the plants. I love it. I love it. It's a form of art. It's a different form of art. So look at his gym. Wow, Louis Vuitton pony bag is crazy. Wow, everything Louis Vuitton. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a quick pause here. So obviously, amazing amounts of cars. But one of the things that I'm seeing is the use of palm trees in his driveway. These look like they are canary date palms. Canary date palms are these really beautiful, regal looking palms. They get really big and sometimes often even in our industry called like a pineapple palm because when recently trimmed, the top of it looks like a pineapple. What I like about using palms, which we often use palms on our designs in like driveway situations or as you're coming into, is the leading lines that it causes. So as you're coming up a driveway, you want to focus your attention on the home. Palms elevate a home and give it more of that grander feel. So as you're coming into the home, it's giving this home a really nice, like regal look. And that's what this does, and it does it spot on. I mean, obviously, it also provides shade to the cars as well, but I really like the fact that like it's lining the house and almost diffusing a little bit without completely blocking out the house. As you're driving up, what you're seeing is like the palms kind of diffusing the house, and then the closer you get, the more the house is revealed. So it makes the house feel grander. I mean, I'm sure it's a grand house.
What's up, AD?
So we're doing Lil Baby.
Welcome to my bachelor pad.
This is really nice.
So this is my home. I purchased this.
So I'm gonna put a pause here real quick because this caught my eye. So that he has in the corner is called a foxtail palm. Specifically, that is a triple foxtail. Now, I can only hope that that's a fake palm because if it's a real one, I'm not sure the reasoning behind it. The root ball on that palm is massive. So number one, it would outgrow that container, you know, that pot that it's in no time. Number two, those palms, the trunk of each of those can grow up to like a foot and then some. So those are massive trunks, and as well as those palms can grow 30 to 40 feet tall. So I'm not sure why that palm specifically was chosen, whether it was his design style or maybe an interior plantscape designer, but that's not exactly what maybe I would have gone with. I would have gone with something a little bit different. Definitely fake, and like I said, I don't know if it is fake, but I can understand why they put it there because of the height.
This house a couple years ago and it looked nothing like this. I got my designer, Anissa, to come in and bring it to life. Gutted the whole house.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna quickly pause here. Right there across from what I was talking about, the foxtail palm, I can see philodendron salome. Now, fun fact about that philodendron salome, that's not actually a philodendron. Back in 2018, they did DNA testing to find out that it wasn't actually a philodendron at all. So it actually went into its own class and is no longer a philodendron. The new name, and I'm sorry if I butcher this, it's Thamatophyllum bipinnatifidum. That's the new name of it. It's not a philodendron at all. I still love the way it looks and we use it all the time. And actually in our industry, it's still known as the philodendron salome. When we go to place orders for it, we still place orders as philodendron salome.
Like something cool, like something for them. They could kind of help me out a little bit. I have a few art pieces starting to get into it. This is a piece from a Black Atlanta artist, Horace Imhotep. Kind of just give me the vibe of a little young black boy, but in his eyes is dreaming for the stars. My favorite part of the kitchen would have to be like the Nana windows. Yeah. It open all the way up.
Does that open? Yep, it does.
It kind of gives you the whole...
Let me show it again. Okay, so this plant is actually called a Liquala grandis. I'm enamored with it. I think the texture of it just looks really nice. It looks like these round like fans that almost come out. Typically it grows at the bottom of like these large canopies. And so it gets a lot of filtered sun. And fun fact, this plant is from an island. I think it's called Vanuatu or Vanuatu. And I'm sorry if I butchered that, but it's in the South Pacific Islands. When they get mature, like this one, they are absolutely stunning. So I really like this plant a lot.
Again, to me, this is the documentary of my life called Untrapped. It's actually on Amazon Prime and you can go and see it.
It's a really cool movie.
That's the vibe of it when you come in, movie theater.
Always wanted a movie theater.
Playing. Then we got a couple more Juice boys in the hood, Scarface, you know, got a little Whitmar. I love candy. I'm always stocked full of candy everywhere. A little cooler, nice little vibe.
Such a spot. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna stop it here. Again, this looks like faux grass. Same kind of concept as to why they use the faux grass. It does look like it. Here we have a grass locally that's known as zoysia that can almost mimic this look. It's like a fine, almost looks like a golf course grass. You cut it with like a reel mower and it stays very, very low and very fine. I know up north they use some type of ryegrass or the Kentucky bluegrass. Same thing, cut it really short and achieve this look. But I can't imagine that they're moving those chairs to cut the grass. So that looks like faux grass. On another note, what I want to say is these fire features on this pool are stunning. I love them. We recently constructed a pool over at my house and I didn't realize how freakishly expensive those things were. I remember I inquired about them and I was looking to get them done because as you walk out of my house, I wanted to get that same kind of fire feature look. And when I saw the number that they put in front of me, I didn't feel like I really wanted them. I was like, I don't even like fire that much anyways. The price, again, I'm not sure what the market value is in different markets, but it was about $20,000 to get those included into our pool. So that's all to say that I don't have a fire feature at my house. So this is really cool to see because I really do enjoy seeing these in other people's homes.
Pompeii, we're here in Portland, Jamaica. This is the entryway. I love that you can walk through the house and you already see a sort of picture of what we have, the wilderness of Jamaica. The landscape for me is...
So this has got to be one of my favorite houses so far of what I've seen. This is truly, in my opinion, what it's like to have like a one with nature type of feel. One of the things about this that I like is, again, how open it is. Just look at these views. This is absolutely incredible. And I love how it's one with nature. I really, really like this. I dig it all day. So that's really nice.
You know, the ambient sound of this place is birds, dance hall, wind, waves. I love all those sounds, you know? And that's kind of what Jamaica is. It's beautiful, peaceful, but also electric and crazy all the time. I found this.
So quick note. So these plants that I'm seeing here on the screen are called snake plant, but here we so dearly call them mother-in-law's tongue. I'm not sure why, but that's what they're called here. They're actually an invasive where we live, and the reason that they're an invasive is because when one sprouts up, they start sprouting up like wildfire. So we actually try to get rid of them sometimes. I've seen them used in landscapes, but again, you got to use them sparingly because they'll just grow like literal wildfire just everywhere.
Later, we've got it finished, and it's really a beautiful place. It's what I call my home away from home. Let's go through the house.
Incredible house.
This is our main dining table. This is where we all eat. Everything is open air. That's what I love about Jamaica. And this pool, this infinity pool, just kind of like hovers over the jungle. Like when you get in the pool, you just have a view of this amazing really nice little valley right here at my farm. And it really is like the heart of the whole house.
That's a whole vibe.
Where everybody can meet, they can eat, they can party, they can swim, they can relax. And all the bedrooms kind of flow into this area, and I love that. The mural is made by Sofia Londono. It's plant cells.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Designed in California,
Did he say
then she
that
came with
correctly?
all the pieces here and laid it out and put it on our wall for us. And
He said those are plant cells stuck to the wall? What? I've never heard of that. That's really cool. Plant cells? Okay. I mean, it's a beautiful piece of art. Like I said, I've never heard of that, so I find it really cool that that was kind of like integrated into a piece of art. Now, I've seen that a couple times. Like Mr. Who's the Boss. I've seen a video of his where he did like a moss wall in the back. I find that to be really cool. Anything that's like, you know, a living organism that you can turn into a functional piece of art is just awesome.
and we restored them. This one had like weird stuff inside, bones and stuff. Got the bathroom here with a nice
bathroom.
Japanese toilet, very expensive.
I'm sure it is.
Probably too dark for you guys, but anyway, it moves like that.
Must
Look
be
at that, all
nice.
automatic,
Wow, I'm
heated
trying to get
seats.
like you, my boy.
Sauna, infrared, the main shower and the cold plunge, so we go back and forth.
Cold plunge.
Do sauna.
How do you guys like cold
And cold,
plunges?
this is
I can't
36
do cold
degrees,
plunges.
keep it very icy. as you come into the...
Okay, that looks like a hibiscus, which we have a bunch of them here in South Florida. That, however, does not look like a normal hibiscus. That looks like a weeping variety hibiscus. Now, I've only ever really seen them in tree form. When we install them, they come in tree form in a bunch of different colors, but this looks like a red weeping. And the main difference is, number one, the way it grows. So this has more of like the falling foliage, how it falls over. And number two, the way I quickly was able to see it is a normal hibiscus has a flower that is pretty big. It's just one big, bloom on it, but a weeping will actually have that same kind of bloom, but it'll have slits in it, causing it to have sections. So it's actually sectioned off. And that was the first giveaway as to whether this was a normal hibiscus or a weeping hibiscus. But I like this one. I like the normal variety. To me, the normal one actually gets a little bit more dense, which is why I typically use it in landscapes that we design. I actually have some of those at my house. So overall, the houses that we saw, tremendous houses. I like them. I think this last one was probably my favorite. It's very secluded in like a jungle setting. They were all really nice. The Miami one, Rick Ross is gorgeous. Shout out to Rick Ross for having such a nice home. And I know that's like a small one compared to the promised land that he has out in Atlanta. I mean, it's gorgeous homes, gorgeous landscapes. But that's kind of what I can see as a landscape designer. Again, congratulations to these guys for having such beautiful homes. I really like them. And if they ever need a landscape designer, in one of their future home endeavors, please reach out to us at Creative Lawn and Landscapes, and we would be happy to help out in any way that we can. So until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See ya.